Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, all students. How are you today? I hope today all of you in a good condition, and then there are no absent today. Today we will continue for our lesson. It's about exposition text. But before we continue for the exposition text, I want to ask to you about our last chapter. Okay, are you ready? Before it, let's start by reciting Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, what do you think of this picture? What do you think of this picture? And then, what is your suggestion about the student? What the suggestion for this boy or this girl? And then, what text is it? Next text, what text is it? Okay, I think the last one, what text is it? Okay, someone know about this text? What kind of text is it? No one knows. Is it different for? It is different from our last text. This will be discussed after this. Okay, this text is exposition text. What is exposition text? Exposition text is merupakan sebuah tulisan terbuka yang bisa menghasilkan pro dan kontra for the author. Jadi it's similar to argumentative text. There are three language structure, general structure of the exposition text. First, thesis, and then second, argument, and third, rhetorician paragraph. Thesis is the first text. In this the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, we have some case that the author write it in the first text, and the second, third, or next is the argumentative paragraph. This paragraph, while the author write their argument for the case, and the rhetorician paragraph is like closing paragraph. Okay, if the closing paragraph is consists of reviewing of the case, it means this is kind of analytical exposition. But if the closing text is the kind of suggestion paragraph, it means that the text is hortatory text. It means that what is it? There are two types of exposition text. First, analytical text, analytical exposition text, and the second, hortatory text. While analytical text is type of spoken or written text that is intended to persuade the listeners or readers that something is the case. So we can know that this is analytical text if the closing paragraph is kind of reviewing statement. And the next is hortatory text. Hortatory text is kind of exposition text, which the closing paragraph or the rhetorician paragraph is kind of suggestion from the author about the case. Okay, for example, the first paragraph is thesis. This thesis paragraph is about the case which in the text, and the second, third, fourth, and fifth paragraph, those all paragraph is the argument of the thesis, and the last one is rhetorician. Because the rhetorician is kind of reviewing text, it's meant that the text is analytical text. So, do you understand of this paragraph? Any questions? No questions? If you have no questions, so I want you to read the text carefully and try to analyze the generic structure of the text. try to share your analysis after you find the findings. First example. Okay, it's enough. And then second text. Okay. Okay, I want one of you to share your findings. Thank you. Finish. And then if you finish, I want ask you to present in front of the class about your findings. And then after that, we conclude together. What is the conclusion? The conclusion is exposition text. There are two types of exposition text. First, analytical text, and then second, hortatory text. Analytical text is strong argument, convincing elaboration, and restarting the thesis for the recitation. And the hortatory text is stronger argument, more convincing elaboration, and then in the last reiteration paragraph, there are recommending action or suggestion paragraph. I think enough for today. If you have no questions, so let's close by reciting Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thanks for your attention. Good luck for your activities. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.